In a twist that could rival the most dramatic overtime wins, an iconic NHL player is reportedly considering a move that would redefine team dynamics. As speculation mounts, fans and analysts alike are scrambling to predict the outcome. Which franchise is about to hit the jackpot? The Toronto Maple Leafs, always on the lookout for ways to bolster their roster, have reportedly set their sights on a promising defenseman who could add depth and skill to their back end. This potential acquisition has fans and analysts alike pondering the implications for the team's future. While details remain scarce, insiders hint that negotiations are in the early stages. The Maple Leafs management, known for their strategic moves, appears to be exploring every avenue to strengthen their defensive core. The player in question, still in the early stages of his NHL career, has shown flashes of brilliance that have caught the eye of several teams. However, it's the Maple Leafs who seem to be making the most concerted effort to secure his services. If the deal comes to fruition, Victor Soderstrom could find himself trading in the desert heat for the cold Canadian winters. The Swedish defenseman, drafted 11th overall in the 2019 NHL entry draft, has been turning heads with his smooth skating and puck-handling abilities. Soderstrom, currently with the Arizona Coyotes organization, has been steadily developing his game in both the AHL and NHL. His potential move to Toronto could provide him with a platform to showcase his skills on a larger stage. The Maple Leafs' interest in Soderstrom is not surprising, given their ongoing quest to shore up their defensive capabilities. With a high-powered offense led by stars like Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner, adding a young, puck-moving defenseman could create a more balanced team dynamic. At just 22 years old, Soderstrom represents the kind of young talent that teams covet. His ability to read the game and make smart decisions with the puck aligns well with the Maple Leafs' fast-paced, possession-driven style of play. Hold up! Before we continue, let's talk about growing our community. If you're enjoying our coverage, consider joining our squad by hitting that subscribe button. Your support could be the boost we need to overtake our rivals. And don't forget, likes are the fuel that keeps our channel running. While the Coyotes have invested time and resources in Soderstrom's development, the allure of joining a team with Stanley Cup aspirations might be too tempting to resist. The Maple Leafs, with their rich history and passionate fan base, offer a unique opportunity for young players to make their mark. Should the trade materialize, it would mark a significant shift in Soderstrom's career trajectory. Moving from a rebuilding team to a perennial playoff contender could accelerate his development and provide invaluable experience in high-pressure situations. The potential addition of Soderstrom to the Maple Leafs roster raises intriguing questions about the team's defensive pairings. Head coach Sheldon Keefe would have the task of integrating the young Swede into a defensive unit that has seen its share of ups and downs in recent seasons. Soderstrom's skill set, characterized by excellent vision and the ability to start breakouts effectively, could complement the Maple Leafs' transition game. His presence might allow the team's forwards to receive cleaner passes and create more offensive opportunities. From a strategic standpoint, acquiring Soderstrom could be seen as a long-term investment for the Maple Leafs. With some of their veteran defensemen approaching the latter stages of their careers, injecting young blood into the blue line core seems like a prudent move. The financial implications of such a trade would need careful consideration. The Maple Leafs, always operating close to the salary cap, would have to navigate the complexities of fitting Soderstrom's contract into their financial structure. For Soderstrom, the prospect of playing in a hockey-mad market like Toronto presents both opportunities and challenges. The scrutiny that comes with wearing the Maple Leaf can be intense, but it also offers a chance to become a fan favorite and potentially a key piece of a championship contending team. The Swedish connection in Toronto, with players like William Nylander already established, could help ease Soderstrom's transition if the trade goes through. Having countrymen in the locker room often proves beneficial for young European players adjusting to life in the NHL. As news of the potential trade spreads, fans on both sides are weighing in. Coyotes supporters, while reluctant to see a promising young player depart, understand the realities of rebuilding. Maple Leafs fans, ever hopeful for that elusive Stanley Cup, are cautiously optimistic about what Soderstrom could bring to the team. The impact of such a move extends beyond just the on-ice product. Soderstrom's arrival in Toronto would likely spark merchandise sales and generate excitement among the fanbase, always eager for new additions that could push the team closer to championship contention. From a development perspective, joining the Maple Leafs could expose Soderstrom to high-level coaching and training facilities. The organization's resources and commitment to player development are well known throughout the league. The potential trade also raises questions about the Coyotes' plans moving forward. Parting with a former first-round pick suggests a willingness to accumulate assets for the future, possibly signaling a deeper commitment to their rebuilding process. For the Maple Leafs, adding Soderstrom would align with their recent strategy of complementing their core group of forwards with mobile, puck-moving defensemen. His style of play fits the mold of the modern NHL blue liner that teams covet. The timing of this potential move is intriguing, coming as teams prepare for the final push towards the playoffs. If completed, it would give Soderstrom time to acclimate to his new surroundings before the intensity of the postseason begins. Analysts are already speculating about the potential return for Arizona in this deal. Given Soderstrom's age and potential, the Coyotes would likely be seeking a combination of draft picks and prospects to further stock their system. The hockey community is watching closely, as moves involving young, high-potential players often have ripple effects throughout the league. Other teams in need of defensive help might be prompted to explore similar trades if this one comes to fruition. For Soderstrom personally, the trade would represent a significant life change. Moving from the American Southwest to Canada's largest city would be a dramatic shift, both culturally and in terms of hockey environment. The pressure of playing in Toronto is well documented, but it also comes with unparalleled opportunities for growth and exposure. Many players have thrived under the bright lights of Scotiabank Arena, rising to meet the expectations of the passionate Maple Leafs faithful. If the trade goes through, one of the immediate challenges for the Maple Leafs coaching staff would be determining where Soderstrom fits in the defensive pairings. His skill set suggests he could be deployed in various situations, from even strength to power play duties. The potential addition of Soderstrom also speaks to the Maple Leafs' commitment to building a team that can compete for years to come. Balancing veteran presence with youthful energy is a delicate act, but one that successful franchises master. As the hockey world awaits official confirmation, the mere possibility of this trade has sparked countless discussions among fans and pundits. It serves as a reminder of the ever-present excitement that surrounds the NHL trade market. For now, both Soderstrom and the involved teams are maintaining silence on the matter. However, the coming days and weeks will likely bring clarity to this intriguing possibility that has captured the attention of the hockey community. In the world of professional sports, where fortunes can change in an instant, the potential move of Victor Soderstrom to the Toronto Maple Leafs represents the kind of story that keeps fans engaged and dreaming of future success. As a curious note about Victor Soderstrom, it's worth mentioning that he comes from a family with a rich hockey background. His father, Michael Soderstrom, was also a professional hockey player in Sweden, having played over 600 games in the Swedish Hockey League. This family connection to the sport has undoubtedly influenced Victor's development as a player. Growing up in a household where hockey was a way of life provided him with unique insights and experiences that have shaped his approach to the game. Interestingly, despite his Swedish roots, Soderstrom has cited North American defensemen as some of his biggest influences. He has mentioned studying the games of players like Drew Doughty and Erik Karlsson, blending the best of European and North American styles in his own play.